Can Microsoft Copilot access my files? That's the question everyone asks, and I'm going to give you a clear, straightforward answer. I'm Michelle, and I'm going to show you exactly what each version of Copilot can and cannot access because it's different depending on which version you're using. Let's break this down clearly. First, let's start with the completely free version at copilot.microsoft.com. It can access web search results. So if you type something in, it can go onto the web and look for them. It can also see whatever you type into the chat, whatever files that you manually share or add through the chat as well. And that's everything. What it can't access is any of your files at all, any of your emails or even your business data. In fact, it can't see anything in your M365 environment at all. It's completely separate from your Microsoft 365 account and its files. It only knows what's publicly available on the web and what you tell it. So, if you're using the Copilot website, your files are completely untouched. Now, Copilot Chat, the version that's included free with your Microsoft 365 business subscription and the one that I'm using. I'm working in Office on the web, Word online, Excel online, PowerPoint online, and Outlook online. Copilot Chat included with your M365 license does have access to some of your files. Specifically, documents that are open in Word or PowerPoint, and that's through both versions, web or desktop. Spreadsheets that are open, but only in Excel on the web. If you're in Outlook on the web, it can access the content of the email that's selected and open on screen, and some calendar appointments. I can always paste content into the chat to ask it to work on. Plus, any files that I choose to manually share, so that's clicking the plus button, the chat will be able to work with. Of course, like the others, it can still search the web to find answers. Here's the big thing, what it can't access. So, files that aren't explicitly open on screen or shared with it. My main inbox and all the different emails that I've got. It does have access to the inbox, but it can't deal with all of your emails. It can't see files in SharePoint or OneDrive unless they are open. It can't see anything from Teams, the chats or the channels, unless of course I copy them in. Here's the important bit about Excel. Copilot Chat is available here in Excel Online. So if I've got a spreadsheet open, it can see it and help me with it. But if I open Excel Desktop, you can see it's not there for me. Basically anything that I don't give it access to. So this is completely under my control. So with the included Copilot Chat, I'm in control. It only sees what I'm actively working on. It can't go searching through my files automatically. It's available in Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, both web and desktop versions, and Excel on the web, but not desktop Excel. For most small business owners, this is actually quite reassuring. Your files aren't automatically being scanned or accessed. Copilot only helps with what you're currently working on. Right, the paid version. Microsoft Copilot at around £16 per month. This is where the access really changes. It can access all the files in your OneDrive. Files in any SharePoint online site that you have permission to access. All of your emails and calendar in Outlook. Your Teams chat and channel messages. And basically anything in your M365 environment that you personally can access. If you can see it, so can Copilot. What it can't access is files that you don't have permission to see. And that's, again, anywhere in SharePoint. It can't see other people's private files. So it's only your OneDrive, nobody else's. It can't see files in other companies' Microsoft 365 tenants in their locations. It can't see anything outside of your Microsoft environment, and it can't see files you've been blocked from accessing. It can still check the web though. This is important to understand. The paid version inherits your permissions. If you can open a file, Copilot can see it. If you can't open a file, Copilot can't see it either. It's not giving Copilot special access to things you couldn't see anyway. It's just making it easier to search through everything you already have access to. That's powerful for productivity, but it also means you need to think about your file permissions, which I'll cover in the next video about safety. Let me show you this in action with my included Copilot Chat. Here I am in Word Online, and I'm going to ask it about a file I haven't opened. So, summarize my Feb planning document. It's thinking, and what it's doing is it's searching open document because you have to have a document open. It's obviously tried, but it's failing because it can't find any text. So while it will try, it just gives me an error message because there's no information. It can only see the information that's on screen and will assume that it's that file that I'm referring to and not go and search for anything. This document I had open, and I did try it with the same prompt, and you can see it's just showing me the current file, but it is giving me a summary of that document. It says the document does not appear to be a February planning, and that's the boundary with the included Copilot Chat. I control completely what it sees. With paid version, it could search through my accessible files, find that planning document, and summarize it without me having to open it first. So, can Copilot access your files? Well, when it comes to the free version on the web, the answer is no. It only sees what you give it. Copilot Chat, included with your Microsoft 365 subscription, only files that you actively open, and that excludes Excel desktop. When it's the paid Copilot, the answer is yes. Files that you have access to, and that's an important qualifier. If you can't see or access the file, the answer is no, but yes to everything else. Now that answers the what can it access question. But the bigger question most people have is that safe? Where does my data go? Can I trust this? That's exactly what I'm covering in the next video. I'll show you where your data actually goes, what Microsoft does to protect it, and what you need to watch out for. If you want to understand Copilot security, that video is essential. I'll link it in the description, or it'll be appearing in the iCard above. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.